Hello, my darlings. My name is Victoria, and this is Veritas Tarot. I'm going to do your daily mini reading for you today. I'm using my new elemental oracle, which looks like this. And we're going to see what messages Spirit has today for those that most need to hear this message. Thank you for my, I'm very grateful to all of you who sent me such lovely messages about, I had a few days off because of the Queen's extraordinary Platinum Jubilee. I was very, very blessed to be able to attend the Trooping of the Colour. And afterwards was one of the first people to walk up the Mall and to watch the Queen and the royal family come out onto the balcony, but also be right underneath the fly past. So that was really quite fabulous. And since then, I have been enjoying the rest of the celebrations. So I didn't end up getting to do any daily readings over the weekend. So let's see, all this card's already come out for you. Let's see what Spirit has to say for you. As you know, if it resonates, it simply means that you are remembering in divine timing what you already know within your soul. And if it doesn't resonate, my darling, it simply means that it wasn't for you at this time. There'll always be a reading out there for you at exactly the right time as guided by Spirit. What else? Thank you so much again for all your lovely messages. Thank you for your likes, for your subscribes. It's all simply a beautiful exchange of energy between us. And if you would like a personal reading with me, all of the details are in the description box below. So just have a look through for there. So let's see what we've got. Right, we've got building atoms that's come out. And I talked about atoms the other day, didn't I? And then we've got change, wind. So let me show you. These are really beautiful cards. This is the first time I've used this deck. That's on the bottom of the deck, change and wind, wind being the part of the elemental, and then atoms, and it is building. So what I'm immediately seeing with this is with the way that she's curved around with this change here, that those that this reading will resonate with, Spirit is saying to you, try not to resist the change that you are experiencing at this time. You see, one of the things that we've sort of taught ourselves almost is to resist change. And change is always happening, always, always. The only constant thing in our life is change. And you can look back on your life to see that constant change within ourselves, within our bodies, within our relationships. There's always change. And change is always that motion forward. That is our evolution. It's always forward. And so when we try and resist it, what we're then doing is we are causing frustration for ourselves. We're causing upset for ourselves as well. And what Spirit is trying to say is that at the moment there is a big change for you, okay, because this is quite a strong wind here, isn't this? And she's sort of all slightly tangled up with her hair here, trying to hold on, trying to stop this change happen. So Spirit is saying, you know, try and let go of this change, try and let go of trying to stop what is happening from happening, because it's important. And because there is considerable change here, Spirit is saying the past can't be changed, but what can change here in this present is your approach to this change in your life. Thank you, Spirit. This approach to your change. So it's about changing your mind to what is inevitable that is happening at the moment. There's a quote, isn't there? Something about the, what is it, Spirit? It's something about the secret of change is not to focus your energy or all your energy on holding on or fighting the old. It is about to focus all your energy to embrace everything on building the new. And that's why we've got this building atoms card. Thank you, Spirit. That's really kind. So, and when we try and resist change, it actually is more painful than the actual change itself. And I'm sure many of us experience that in our lives when we try and hold on to something or somebody, or we try and resist something from disappearing, you know, and it's that demand within us for that permanence of something that actually, let's say, permanent happiness in our lives causes the greatest unhappiness, because we have this expectation that things are always going to remain the same. And Spirit is saying here with this little bird here, do you see this little bird in the corner down here? There are messages that you're receiving. You know, be ready for this. Be ready for this. Be it at the moment. So be it. Isn't that a wonderful expression? So be it is acceptance. It's release. But if you flip it, it's so be it. Be the change that you wish to see in your life right now. Be the change that that allows you the freedom, like the bird, to make choices and decisions that allows you to feel free. This wind of change is happening for a reason. And you know, wind is amazing because it kind of, if I've got it right, it's sort of high and low pressure, but it's also about the moisture in the air, and the moisture in the air is the emotions, the energy and motion in the air. And the wind can move which way it wants to, and there are no restrictions to it. So Spirit is saying, if you allow yourself to harness the power of freedom, and in terms of going with the winds of change, like the bird will fly on the winds as well to make life easier. If you harness that power, then it's going to make your journey easier in terms of the direction you're going at the moment, the movement, energetic movement, or physical movement that you're doing, and maybe even there's travel involved for you as well. So, and I'm seeing, my eyes, Spirit's guiding my eyes to see the little bracelets here. And for many of you, and I wear lots of different bracelets that mean different things. They are there, you know, to remind us of things. And if you have some crystal bracelets and things that will help you with your goal, with your purpose, with your direction at this time, do take those moments to glance at them as a little reminder for yourself about being it. So be it. So be it. Accept it. Don't resist it, and be it. Be this change. Embrace this change at the moment, because again, we are human beings, not human doings. And it is in the being of something that we are able to embrace life's fluidity. When we try too hard to do something else, we are causing a resistance. And this is, I'm going to put that card to one side because it leads in beautifully to this building card, this atom card, because there's something I think I touched upon last week, that we're all, okay, so we're all atoms. In the essence of us, the life essence of us is spiritual, it's soulful, it's the soul. And atoms are what the universe is made up of. And so everything comes down to that little atom, that tiny, tiny, tiny little particle of vibrating energy. So our cells, you know, they're made of atoms, and atoms are made of these tiny vibrating particles. So if you look at us as energy, which we are, energy and motion all the time, we are a structure, a certain structure of energy. Excuse me a second, I'm just going to wait for this dog to stop barking. It wasn't my dogs this time. So we're all vibrating energy the whole time. And I've talked before about how we are always in vibrational relationship with ourselves and everything around us as well. And sometimes when there is a big change in our life, we feel like things have, like the chaos I talked about, things have become chaotic, things have disintegrated in our lives, they've dissolved in our lives, there's been such a change, it's very, very uncomfortable. But look at it this way again, that if the vibrating structure of our life has served its purpose, each and every cycle that we go through, if that vibrating structure has served its purpose, therefore in embracing and accepting the change that's happening allows for that structure to disappear gracefully in order for a new expanded energetic structure to come in. So I'll try and explain that again. So here we are, imagine yourself as a building, and that's why I've been given this word building. Okay, so we are a structure, we are a building of energy. And we have achieved something within our lives that means that that structure, that energetic structure, is going to break up. It has to break up that existing energetic structure in order for the formation of a new sort of more expansive structure to be built. And so when we try and hold on to something, when we try and stop the winds of change from happening, what we are simply doing is causing more and more and more tension within that energetic structure. And that's why it's so important that we try and be the change we wish to see, is what they keep saying to me. So embrace this change that is happening. Change your mind about this now. Try and change your mind about this now, because that changes your vibrational approach to what is this structure that is coming down in your life right now. And you haven't failed, you've succeeded, because this structure is coming down at exactly the right time in your life in order for that new expansive structure to come in. And your will, your soul remembrance, your soul lesson is being learned at this time, or has been learned. So this is a success rather than failure. I hope that makes sense for you, my darling. And the thing about this is this reminder. She's here on this boat, okay? And she's sort of almost dropping these lovely little, I'm going to call them almost like little atoms of energy. And some of them are tiny, 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 minuscule, and some of them are much more apparent. So Spirit is saying that if you go with the flow of this, she's on this boat and she's just dropping things, and allow this building thing, this greater expansion of this structure that you're creating in your life. If you allow to see this as this is a growth, a building of your spiritual awareness, your spiritual capacity. It is a journey of self-understanding. It's a journey of self-growth that you're on at this time. And it's not overnight. It takes time to understand our emotions. It takes time for us to understand our motives. It takes time for us to truly know what we truly want. And we call towards us experiences to help us come to those realizations. That is your spiritual growth. That is the growth of your spiritual capacity, I'm going to say. And that's the words they keep giving me. And you are growing at the moment to be the future. I'm so sorry about Daisy snoring. You're growing at the moment to meet your future. You are on this journey. I'm going to show you these cards here. Let go of what was. Let go of the past. It is more painful to hold on to it than it is to step forward now. And trust that there are some things in your life right now that you can very clearly see are manifestations of things that you have caused and created to come in for you. And there are other things that you may not notice, but they all make up the fabric. Everything is connected. So try and see all those tiny little things that is happening in your life right now. And it's about sending those manifestations out that you wish for at this time, and sending out those desires and letting them go, and understanding that everything is connected, my darling. And my eyes are being guided now to see this number 40, and 40 means, it's a lovely number 40. It's like the Four of Wands. It's like that sort of beautiful kind of protected, safe space. You are protected, you are guided, and Spirit is saying all you have to do is ask your guides to show you the way, call on your guides. But there is a huge, what I'm feeling with this as well, that even though there is a little bit of change, a little bit of resistance to this change, you felt that resistance. You understand that resistance. The hair's been tangled up here. So you've understood, and you are feeling what it is like to resist change. And I'm feeling that you are also understanding because of how she is looking back. Do you see she's sort of moving forward? But I feel that this boat, this wonderful sort of boat, is actually she's sort of looking back. And I feel like you've now looking back and letting go of so much in the past, but also looking back to see what it is that you are bringing into your life right now. So just remember that we are the greatest gift you can give yourself. The greatest gift you can give yourself is to understand that you are not, you are in you are vibrationally in connection with everything else all the time. And that as energy, you are incredibly powerful. And if you can be it, if you so be it, if you can accept that you are that, if you can accept that you are part of the universe, if you can accept that the universe experiences itself through your eyes, and this is your universe. What is it that you are causing and creating in your life? What is it that it is trying to help you to understand as part of your spiritual growth, as part of your spiritual awareness, as part of your spiritual capacity? What building blocks, they're telling me, what building blocks are all of these experiences, some of that you're resisting at the moment? What building blocks have they been for you? What have they shown you? And that is when we flip it, and I talk about this a lot, but when we flip things into why is this happening for me, not to me, then we can fly. Then we have that freedom to fly. Then we can move in any direction like a bird without fear, because we embrace the change that's happening for us, because we understand it is happening for us. So I hope that has helped those that this reading has resonated with. I look forward to doing another reading for you tomorrow. I'm ran out of time today. I'm so sorry for starting the summer general readings, but I am starting them this week. That is my will and my intent. I am starting them this week. And as I said, I'm going to start with Libra and Aries, and then I will move on to Scorpio. So I look forward to doing those for you, but I'll be back tomorrow for another daily reading. Take care, my darlings, and so much love. Bye-bye.